Hey, Janie, you know what one of my favorite things about high school sports is? Seeing young fans in the stands cheering on their community.
I love watching elementary-age kids wearing their team's colors, holding up homemade signs, faces painted, just full of hopes and dreams. I'm Janie Ulmer.
And I'm Brian Lewis. We're both assistant commissioners of the Indiana High School Athletic Association. We're also both former student athletes who were once those young fans in the stands, dreaming about wearing a jersey for our high school one day.
When you support high school sports, you protect the next generation's dream of representing their high school with pride.
And you ensure the invaluable learning experience of education-based athletics is available for years to come.
So buy a ticket to your high school's athletic events, because it doesn't just support today's student athletes.
It supports tomorrow's too.
This is investing in your community. This is protecting their dream. This is your IHSAA.
Winning games and championships is fun, but the true purpose of high school sports is for student athletes to grow as people, not just athletes. I'm Paul Knighty, Commissioner of the IHSAA.
And I'm Dr. Katie Jenner, Indiana's Secretary of Education. Hoosier teachers and coaches care just as much about how student athletes are performing in the classroom as they do about how they're performing on the playing field.
They understand high school sports are a tool to educate and shape the whole student athlete, helping teens become the best versions of themselves.
Our teachers and coaches don't just teach academic and athletic skills, they also encourage communication and collaboration, instill confidence, promote a strong work ethic, and so much more. To all our Hoosier educators and coaches, we are grateful for everything you do.
Fans, buy a ticket to your high school's athletic events and thank our educators for making education-based athletics possible.
This is gratitude. This is appreciation. This is your IHSAA.
High school sports teach so much more than just the fundamentals of the game. They also teach the fundamentals of life, like the power of belief. I'm Robert Falkins.
And I'm Carrie Rosati. We're both Assistant Commissioners of the IHSAA. In the second classroom of high school sports, student athletes understand hard work pays off, and they learn to be proud of their effort, no matter the outcome.
Successful student athletes support their teammates and learn to always do the right thing.
And most importantly, they learn to always believe in themselves.
When high school sports keep education in front of athletics, these fundamental beliefs outweigh the idea of winning at all costs.
That's why high school sports are a transformative and invaluable part of every student athlete's education.
Buy a ticket to your high school's athletic events and show student athletes that you'll always believe in them too.
This is the power of belief. This is the power of high school sports. This is your IHSAA.
All right, welcome everyone up here to LaVille High School as we get the JV semifinal underway here for the 58th annual TCU Bi-County Tournament. I'm Andy O'Hara. Alongside me is Anna McIntyre, Kenny Barnhart, and Kaden Hummitch on camera as the Hall of Famers are doing other duties tonight. So it's us.
I was in there.
So a rematch of the first game of the season between these two teams is out there for Triton. You'll have Sammy Middaw with Avery Veers, Nadia Stetler, Addison Albright, and Kennedy Howard. The 5 out there for Glenn. I don't have a 40. Don't have a 30 either. Don't even have a 2. So I don't know who any of their players are, at least according to this.
Yeah, what they sent us.
Oh, I have the wrong one. That's probably why.
10 is Nance going for the basket and gets the and one.
That's what I have. Yeah. I have none of the numbers are right. So we'll have to get that at halftime, I guess.
None of the numbers are right?
Nope.
No, there only one number's right out there.
Oh.
So Nance will go to the line, I guess is who that is.
I believe the foul was on Neff, her first.
So Triton on
Neff.
Nance. Neff is.
Or, yeah.
Who's the foul on?
Neff.
She's not out there.
42. Be on Addison, or 22. Or 42 would be Sammy. So Glenn gets on the board first. Those 2 free throws as Stetler's going to work back the other way, and ball will go out of bounds off Glenn. They're going to say it went off of Triton. So Triton got to get things straightened out here. These 2 teams met earlier in the season. Glenn won in that one. We will have names after halftime. I will go down there at halftime. Yeah. We'll fix all this. I went with the rosters they provided. So Glenn works it around the perimeter. Here on the left side wing. Jumper on the way for number 2 from the corner. Off the mark, no good. Putbacks up and no good there by number 30. 40 retreats back to the top of the key. Nance here on the near side corner. Up on top as Glenn works it around the perimeter.
What numbers we got out there?
2, 40, 34, and 30, and 10. Let's get all that.
Nope.
2, 30,
yep.
34, and 40.
Okay.
The ones we don't have.
At least I got those out there.
So Glenn turns it over. Triton takes back over, but Glenn's going to turn on that pressure defense and see what they can force another Triton turnover. Triton's got one. Gets it in. Triton, Glenn stifling defense again, rips it away from Middaw. 34 goes up, draws the foul, and he'll go to the line for 2. Triton's got to find a way, Anna, to break to that pressure defense.
Right. That's something they haven't seen very much of that this season, so I think that's something that they're going to struggle with in this game.
I didn't catch who the foul was on. And they're not
22.
Albright.
It was on Albright, 22. That's going to be a little different. They're putting fouls up there. Off the back iron, no good. Like we said, we do apologize. We don't have the correct names, but I will get those at halftime. It says junior varsity. Okay, that's the list.
Yep, because your list that matches what I typed off there.
So second one on the way is good. So 34 gets 1 and 2 of that. So I do apologize. We will get those names after halftime. Albright with it, trying to work in the full court. Finds Stetler. Stetler gets through, but it goes off the foot of Glenn. It'll stay with Triton. Triton's got to find a way to get this off and get this. I mean, it's to Glenn's credit, they're
playing an
swarming.
Aggressive game.
That's what they're good at. They're strong defensively. Albright for 2. Off the mark, no good. Stetler's put back is off the mark. Glenn gets the rebound, but Avery Veers rips it away. Jump ball's the call. And don't know where the possession arrow is going because it's not lit up. So it belongs to the Falcons. There we go.
Yep.
Don't worry, Don's got it.
He'll take care of it.
All right. Now we're getting things straightened out. Glenn goes back to work. Falcons, very good defensive team. They lead here by 3.
I think they're even playing a good offense. Just working that ball around and finding those open shots.
Really spreading Triton out and making them play on their heels. Glenn's patient with it. Good ball movement around the perimeter by this team. Coach Ryan Reese talking to his team out from the coach's box. 3-point away for 34 is in and good, and Glenn goes up by 6. Smedall's got it. Got a place. And again, Glenn with the tight defense. Triton's going to get caught. If that's on Middall, that's her second.
Yep. Fouls on number 4, too. Sam Middall.
Yep.
That's
her second. Team's second.
Team's third.
Okay, who do I?
Sammy had 2.
Sammy had 2, and
Addison
had
Albright
1.
has 1.
Yep, I read the. I was looking at the wrong line here.
It's just been a chaotic mess.
Yep.
Oh, man.
Getting started. Looking at the wrong column. Turnovers are tied at 2 and 2.
So,
hey,
we got our first timeout.
You gotta,
Yep. Where's your thing? You got to do your thing. Let's go.
That or you could run down there with your phone and take a picture of the scores
you want me to do that?
The scores bet
Here,
the
I'll do that.
Oh my gosh. Earn cash back while spending money with the TCU debit MasterCard. Visit tcunet.com/cashback for more details to learn about the debit credit card terms and conditions. I want to thank TCU again for sponsoring the Bi-County tournament here tonight. As Anna
sent her on a mission.
Hey, gopher. We can say she walked away. Go for this, go for that.
But yeah, see if he even has.
She seems to wait now because now she's going to bug him. She gets a picture of that, and she'll bring it back up here, and we'll get those names straightened out here in just a minute. She needs to wait.
Go around the other way.
Look at that, Dawn. So
Yep.
Number 2 gets that one to drop in. We'll have names here shortly. Carson gets it. She'll work back the other way, gets trapped in the quarter, goes to Albright. But here come the Falcons. And a foul call on Triton. 4 team fouls here as Triton struggling to get it past the half court.
Catch his numbers more because we can't see. Ooh.
Fouls on be 14 or 12. I can't tell. I think it was 12.
Let's be on Carson.
Yeah, be on Carson.
So her first. Team's 4th.
Glenda inbound. Nance with the runner in and gets that one to go.
I got it.
Carson stops here on the near sideline, finds Stetler. Stetler splits through but lost her dribble and it goes out of bounds. And we'll stay right here with Triton. Here, I'm going to give Kenny your phone.
Yeah.
Let him at least fix it on his end, then I'll fix it out between quarter break.
At least if I get typed in, you can see him.
Carson stops on the baseline, and the runner goes off the side of the backboard, and it will belong back to the Falcons.
I'm out of breath.
Why?
I'm out of shape.
If anybody's out of shape, it's this guy right here.
It's me.
Nice play by Kennedy. Howard to get away and knock it away.
Some of these don't even. Don't have it.
Glenn works it around. 2 for 3 2-pointer from the mark, off the mark, no good. Stetler gets the rebound. Stetler back the other way, crossing it over. Lost her dribble. Carson's got it. Albright's calling for it, and they're going to get a foul call on somebody. I can't see 34, I saw a 4.
Yep, that would be the only. Because 2, 10, 32, 34, 40.
There's a 40, so.
And a 30.
I would go 34. I don't know. Can't see. Stetler goes out to Howard. Kennedy Howard will try 2. Didn't see a signal. Stetler rips it away off the loose ball. She goes up, tries to draw the foul. Can't get that one to go. Nance gets the loose ball. She goes back the other way. Avery Veers comes from behind and knocks it away and lets the offensive set now work to the half court.
Is that not right, Kenny?
I haven't had a chance between watching and clicking.
Sorry.
40 with on the outside, goes in the corner. 2 will try a 3. Count it for number 2. Danny Devine, I believe, is who that is.
Yes.
Carson trying to split her way through, gets it knocked away from behind, and Nance takes it away. Back goes Glenn, and a foul call. Travel on Glenn. I looked away trying to look at other things.
It's okay. That's why I'm shaking set eyes.
So Rebecca Ickes wearing number 32.
34 will be
32.
Yep. What's listed as. Stetler goes up, can't get that one to go.
Oh, I thought you meant on the floor. I was like, there's no 32 on the floor.
Oh, there is, but we was looking at the
34, Andrea Weddington.
I'm going to guess 40.
Oh, we got a foul.
Yeah, foul on 40. Stetler's off, gets the first one to go, so Triton's on the board.
2 Divine, 10 Ants.
Stetler off the front iron, no good on her second. And back go the Falcons. Devine works into our far side corner. Up on top. Tries to feed it down to Nance. Good kick out. Good ball moving now as Nance wants it underneath. Blocked by Veers, and Avery Veers rips it away. Good job by Avery Veers underneath for Triton. Steller gets it across. Throws it hard. There's a lot happening there as players hit the floor.
I think I finally got him.
Okay. So checking in now will be Ickes. As Nance will get a break, so out there on the floor we'll have Stanley, number 30, number 34, Envy Hesh, number 40, Andrea Weddington, and number 2, Danny Devine for the Falcons. Thank you, Anna, for running over there and doing that.
You're welcome. Better than reading things.
Well, you're still going to do it, so.
I know I'm going to do it. Which one did you do?
I did the first one. Do them in order.
Why?
Because. Or just pick one.
I'll pick one. The shortest one.
Golly.
Stetler picked up her foul.
Kayden, you be quiet.
Team's 5th.
No.
That'd be more comfortable to use that.
I guess I could sit back a little.
And works around now to Devine. Works it down to Ickes. Good feed down underneath. That one's off the mark there for Stanley. Carson back the other way. But Glenn's defense been very good here in this first quarter, trying to find a way to answer back with it. Albright's pass to Stetler. Stetler lost her dribble. Someone's got to come to her. Finds Albright. Out of Carson. In the corner to Veers. She'll go to the baseline. Veers goes up with the runner. Gets it to go. Avery Veers. It's Triton's first field goal to drop with a minute and a half to go here in the first. Glenn's had good ball movement, good off-the-ball movement, setting up their offensive attack here tonight. They've done a good job. Devine up top. Goes to Weddington. She works it down in. Stanley with it on the baseline. And Stetler rips away, but she's stepping out of bounds. As the official just missed a call, Stetler had a foot out of bounds and didn't call it.
I was surprised there wasn't a foul there. It looked like she kind of reached over her head, too.
Goes to Veers in the corner. Veers sits trapped. Trying to go to Albright. Stanley rips it away. Back go the Falcons. Stanley goes up. Howard trying to cut her off the pass, and she'll get called for the foul.
Is that her first?
Yes, it would be Howard's first. Team 6th.
That's a lot of fouls in the first quarter.
Well, and, Triton with frustration, having trouble getting that ball back across, things not quite going their way. Trying to get things organized, but Glenn's a very good JV team. These two teams met. Glenn won that opening game of the year back at the Trojan Trench. Right now, it's been all Falcons from the start here in this first quarter. Stanley's second free throw rattles in. Leads up to 10 now for the Falcons. Nice play there. As Hetch got that one to go, or stole that one off the mark. 2-pointer on the way off the mark's no good there. Hetch goes to Stanley. Stetler knocks it away, but it goes out of bounds off the Falcons with 24.4 to go. Bears gets caught to Stetler. Stetler couldn't quite corral it as Triton still trying to find that rhythm. This right here, Anna, this is a time where start talking, start listening, just try to pick each other up because things haven't gone your way here in this first quarter.
Right. And without having that, varsity bench to sit there and be your hype team, it's a lot harder to get in the game and everything when you don't have your teammates with you.
Line off the mark. Veers caught in the corner. Tries to throw it somewhere. Intercepting that one is Hesh. And that's going to do it. 13-3. We'll be back here for the second quarter right after this.
What do student athletes learn in the second classroom of high school sports? So much more than just a game. I'm Janie Ulmer.
And I'm Chris Kaufman. We're both assistant commissioners of the Indiana High School Athletic Association.
Through education-based athletics, student athletes learn the courage to face challenges. They realize the importance of persevering through trials and failures. They discover the drive to achieve their goals.
They gain something so much more valuable than wins and losses. They develop grit and integrity.
They grow so much more than their athletic skills. They learn daily lessons in teamwork, accountability, and respect.
These are some of life's most important lessons, and high school sports teach every one of them every day. Buy a ticket to your high school's athletic events and support student athletes learning the values and skills they need on the playing field and beyond.
This is helping student athletes grow as people. This is the purpose of high school sports. This is your IHSAA.
All right, welcome back here to LaVille High School as Triton trails by 10. A tough first quarter. And if you're down there and you're trying, what kind of things are you talking? If you're Coach Faulkner, what are you telling that group down there?
You know, full court press defense, we haven't seen that, a lot this season. We have seen it a couple times, but these Falcons, they are running it extremely well, and I think that's something that's frustrating these girls. And I think they just need to settle down and, play Trojan basketball like Coach Faulkner has been training them to do all season.
Ryan Reese has got to be proud because his Falcons have done an outstanding job in that first half, as you noted with the defense. But their offensive ability, how they move the ball around the perimeter, good off-ball movement, really nice cuts to the basket, really opening things up. This group here playing like a very well-oiled machine here in this first half. So Triton will start with the basketball. Stetler goes to inbound out there with Carson, Albright, Veers, and Howard. Tipped there by Weddington as that one goes out of bounds. Now we got names. We do apologize to the Glenn fans. We looked off the roster and everybody was not, only one person was right. So with the numbers, we got her straightened out. We do apologize. So Stetler now goes to inbound to Howard. Howard looked, knocked away by Weddington, and Glenn with another steal here in this first half. Devine with it. Goes back to center court and resets. Double screen, she works to the left side. Reverses it back to Weddington on the right wing. Up on top to Devine. Outside now goes to Nick has got caught as she went to shoot, changed her mind mid-flight in the travel call.
One thing I'm seeing there with the Trojans' defense is they're not as attacking as John Glenn's defenses, and I think that's something that they're going to have to talk about in the halftime locker room and learn how to be super attackive with your defense.
So back to the way we go. Devine back the other way. Hesh gets it back on the right wing. Goes down to Eckes, tries to feed to Stanley. Good defense by Veers, knocks it away, and Stetler's got the basketball. Gets caught, and they're going to get a blocking foul.
Foul's on number 32. Eckes, that's her first.
Yes.
Okay, first. Team's fourth.
Stetler goes to Veers. It stopped. Devine got a hand up and knocked it away. Stanley works into the corner. Devine shots off the mark, no good from three. Veers gets the rebound. There goes. And the shot was Hesh. And Veers is going to get called for the foul.
How many she got? 2?
I have Veers down as 1.
I don't know for 1.
Well, would that make it 2?
No, that was her first that I caught.
We'll have to take a picture of the book at halftime to get this foul straightened out.
I'll go do that at
Because we
halftime.
cannot see the officials when they're signing in.
So Hesh off the mark on her first one. She'll reset for number 2.
Ooh, got a good bounce on that one.
Got the friendly roll. Carson gets it. Behesh knocks it away. Weddington goes right back to her in the corner. Feeds Nance underneath. Albright there fighting for it. Playing patient. Just let their offense run. Triton settling into their zone defense. Down to Nance. Good feed down to Stanley. And Stanley goes up with her contact, but gets her putback. Gets the rebound, and her putback is good.
This Glen offense, even, they know how to get those good looks and look exactly who their shooters are and get it right down there and up into the basket.
And trying for right now, I mean, I know it's tough, but you got to ignore that scoreboard.
Yeah.
Just go out and play. Be smart. Move the basketball.
Well, like last night, the boys were down 10-13 and just chipped away, got momentum. Just right there.
And like right there, Addison Albright gets the steal, goes up to Howard. Now Howard stops. But you got to look and see where you go. Like I said, like right there, I know Kennedy's, she's expecting pressure right there. Just hold the ball. Look, see where you're going to go. Don't throw something. Don't just throw it and hope someone's going to be there. Just see the ball, pass it where you need to go. I mean, these girls here are very capable of doing this, And like I said, I'm not harping on them or anything like that, but just slow down.
Yep.
See what you're doing because they're fully capable of doing that. I know Kennedy Howard, she's very good. Addison Albright has really shown this year. Carson's good. Stetler's a very aggressive. Two good post players there with her and Veers. This group can do this on the floor. They just got to find a way to kind of put it all together.
Yeah, right.
This is a test of how much you've learned this year because Glen's a very good team.
And we've seen, these girls come from the start wasn't, they started out kind of rocky, but then they started proving themselves and they got better and better at each practice, and then they started winning games and more games.
But yet the transition, the progression of this team this year, they've really started to kind of take a step now. Just can't forget what we learned just because there's a tough opponent. Just go out, one play at a time, one pass at a time. Just let it take what the defense gives you and just kind of let things take shape.
Jump ball is going to belong to the Falcons.
So Glen goes back to work. But like I said, they've done a great job moving the basketball tonight, playing good defense, really just throwing Triton off their game. Devine inbounds, goes to Nance as she'll leave for Weddington. Back to Devine on the right wing. Goes to Hesh. To Weddington. Stanley patrols the paint. Devine on the far side. Goes to Weddington. Glenn very patient. Taking what that Triton zone defense gives them. Devine spins. Finds Hesh. Hesh goes back to Weddington. Stetler, nice job by her defensively. Gets it away. Now just control it. Now it goes out of bounds. It's not trying to find that corner.
That foul's on number 2, Devine.
Yep, they did call a foul then.
Is that her first?
They did call a foul.
Yep.
Yeah.
That was her first then.
Team's 5th.
So Ickes will now check in. Carson goes to Albright in the corner. Albright spins. Tries to feed it down underneath, and nice effort by Addison Albright to try to fight for it. Jump ball is the call. Triton's going to hang on to it. Of course, the JV boys arriving for Triton. They'll be up next against New Prairie, is who they'll play tonight. Out to Howard. She'll try a 3. Can't get that one to go. Veers with the rebound, goes with the putback, draws the foul. So right there for Triton, you build off something there. Like I think Glenn, where there, I see the argument. Looked like she went straight up. Must have got her with the bodies where the official warranted the call. But Kennedy Howard saw a look, got herself set, steps into a 3. But then the bigger thing was Avery Veers goes in, gets the loose ball, and goes right back up with it. And that's that right there. That's something Triton can build on.
That foul was on number 32, Ickes. I don't know how many she has, so Kenny will tell you that.
I got her down as for 2.
2.
But I am short a foul on somebody.
Okay.
We'll get her straightened out.
Yep.
Veers goes again. Off the iron, no good. Nance with the rebound. Now goes on over to Devine. Devine back the other way, goes to Weddington. Ickes works in the paint. and Stanley are splitting either side. A lot of movement with this Glenn offense, but everybody knows their assignments, knows where they're out on the floor. Just moves the floor so well. Devine on the outside. Goes to Weddington. Nancy working around inside, 2.5 to go here in the second. Howard, good defense on Devine. Triton's starting to settle down just a little bit.
If they catch you sleeping, you're just going to attack that basket.
Here's underneath. Kicks out to Devine. 3-pointer on the way. Too strong off the near side backboard. Howard trying to track it down. Kennedy Howard lost it there, but good effort. Stanley goes back the other way now. Ickes leaves it for Devine on the right wing. She'll retreat back. Goes to Weddington up top the key. And elects to work on the right side of the lane there. Skipping across here the near side. Weddington has a head of steam untouched, but Veers comes in and knocks it away. Stanley gets it. We're going to get a jump ball call. It'll belong to Glenn. Right there, I'm seeing a team going after the ball, making smarter plays. They're really starting to kind of learn on the fly here, but they're adjusting.
Yeah.
And that's what you want to see players this young do, is adjust to the speed of the game. How do you respond? And Triton's responding pretty well here. Yes, they are down the scoreboard, but Glenn's, like I said, has done an outstanding job. 2-pointer on the way for Weddington. Off the mark, no good. Rebound goes to Ickes. Weddington on the outside. And JV, that's where you really want to see a lot of things. How do you progress? Learn the game. Learn the speed of the high school game. How much have you learned? Because things are always going to get faster the further up you go. Stanley underneath. Nice job by Stetler to knock it away as it was going through. So Triton now starting to, like I said, they're settling down. We're seeing the team we've kind of been accustomed to seeing all season.
Kind of just watching and waiting and taking that opportunity instead of going for broke and then coming up empty-handed.
Albright lost it. It was a good defensive stand by Glenn to force the turnover. Stanley now almost inside our final minute here the second quarter before halftime. Both teams a single field goal, I believe, here in this second quarter. Might have been an and one opportunity too, either way. It's still a single field goal. Nance on the right wing. Goes to Devine. Weddington with it. Goes through. Good defense by Carson and Albright to disrupt it. Devine on the outside. 30 seconds to go. Goes to Weddington now to Nance. Works it down into Stanley. A timeout for Glenn. They're going to take a full timeout. And we got our sponsor. A word from our sponsor, TCU. Anna's got that one.
TCU helps members reach their financial goals with services like checking, savings, loans, investments, and more. Visit tcunet.com to get started today.
See, there you go.
I chose the shortest one.
Yeah, they're all really good.
Yeah, they're all really good. I told Michelle. I asked Michelle. I asked her last.
How did that go over?
Well, she won't. She said she won't record them. I don't know why. I mean, she works for them. But either way, TCU, really appreciate them sponsoring this. You know, you got the WB Hawkins Scholar or the award that they'll be awarded, I believe, on Saturday night, as well as just their investment in high school sports in this tournament is just really something really cool to see. And that's one thing, you know, since Michelle's worked there, they really invest in their communities around, and that's, you know, TCU, that's just kind of their mantra. They really invest in their communities, and they go all out for them.
Isn't Laville's gym No, that's John Glenn's
That's John
gym.
Glenn's. There you go. There's a high school gym sponsored by TCU, so it's around.
I knew there was one.
So Weddington's getting inbound in front of the Triton bench. Goes to Devine. So they drew up here. Coach Reese must have drew something up good here. Triton's going to try to counter it. Triton settles into a man defense look now. Triton changes it up. Albright knocks away to Stetler. Stetler on the way down. 10 seconds to go. Stetler goes up and gets that one and draws the foul, and she'll go to the line for two. It's a good move by Stetler. I mean, Albright, again, Madison Albright has been a force out there tonight, making noise back there. She's done a good job.
That foul was on number 2, Devine. Is that her second?
That was her second.
Team 7th. I don't have my stats in front of me.
I didn't say anything.
You gave me that look.
I didn't even look at you.
Yeah, you did.
I was looking at the camera over there.
I don't even see it.
Kenny's fighting a little bit.
Yeah, we're fighting a little bit of everything, so I'm not. I'm clicking as much as I can, and you guys can take care of the rest of it.
Stetler gets one of the 2 free throws to drop. Ryan goes up there, 3 seconds, nice stop and go. She's going to have a look at it. She's going to go with the runner, goes up strong with it and can't get it to go. But it was a good effort by Devine all the way down the floor. So
I will go get stats.
Anna is going to go get stats, and we'll play a commercial, and we'll be back after halftime right here on the Triton Trojan Sports Network.
You're good at keeping the car clean. We're good at your insurance.
Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, online, over the phone, or in person, and stop knocking on wood.
Becoming a licensed sports official is a great way to make a positive difference in the community and support the over 160,000 Indiana student athletes that participate across 22 IHSAA sports. Sports officiating allows you to stay connected to the game, become a role model for our young student athletes, earn extra money, and support the patrons and communities of our IHSAA member schools. To learn more about becoming a licensed IHSAA official, log on to ihsaa.org/officials today.
High school sports fans, welcome back to Game Time, to pure spirit, to pure sport. Welcome back to high school sports.
Fans, I'm IHSA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and I just want to say, welcome back!
This is Game Time. This is Indiana high school sports. This is your IHSAA.
You're good at making big announcements. We're good at your insurance.
Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, online, over the phone, or in person, and stop knocking on wood.
I don't think of this as a high school weight room. It's more like a high school classroom. I'm learning how to manage my time here. I'm learning that it's important to have goals and that it takes persistence and commitment to reach them. And I'm learning that the best way to lead is by example.
Indiana high school sports. They're more than just a game.
Come and see me play.
This is your IHSAA. This is your state. This is your high school. This is your athletic association.
Fans, I'm IHSA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and we're here to make sure that all of this remains yours.
This is your state. This is your community. This is your IHSAA.
Want to know what I like best about playing basketball for my high school? I like it because it's a place where my friends get to see me play. I like it because I'm playing for someone besides myself. I'm playing for everybody in my school and every person in my community.
Indiana high school sports. They're more than just a game.
Come and see me play.
Some people see a huddle in the locker room. We see a second classroom. Some see a student athlete on the court. We see a future leader in the community. You see, high school sports in Indiana are special. That's because they're about learning and growing, not just winning and losing. Fans, I'm Commissioner Paul Knighty. Support education-based athletics in Indiana by buying a ticket to your high school's next athletic event.
You're good at basement basketball.
We're good at your insurance.
Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, online, over the phone, or in person, and stop knocking on wood.
High school football fans, welcome back to Friday nights, to pure spirits, to pure sport. Welcome back to high school football.
Fans, I'm IHSA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and I just want to say, welcome back!
This is Friday night. This is Indiana high school football. This is your IHSAA.
All right, we get ready to get this second half underway. I think Kenny got stats all situated and figured out. Don's going to relay us the foul person, so Anna be watching for that after a foul or anything.
Okay.
So
Will do.
appreciate Don and his assistants down there in the scorers table tonight. Appreciate LaVille for the hospitality room and allowing us to be here tonight to broadcast. Veers up top the key. She's out there with Stetler. Veers' shot. It's up off the mark. Rebound goes to Stanley. Veers is out there with Middaugh. Albright, Carson, and Stetler, the 5 out there. The 5 out there for Glenn is Weddington, who's got the ball. Devine, who just got in the corner. Stanley, Nance, and Hesh, the 5 out there for the Falcons. I don't even need to look now.
Nope, you got him. I'm not too far off of looking now either.
Hesh on the outside. Kicks it on over to Weddington here on the near side. Up top to Devine. Glenn just continues to move the ball well, waiting for that good look. But Triton, got settled into their defense and got their hands on the ball. I mean, for Sammy here in this second half, got to watch. Got those 2 fouls. Sammy went on a very good ball handle, very good facilitator of the basketball, but a tied up jump ball. Good play by Addison Albright.
Belongs to the Falcons.
And the Falcons hang on to it. So Addison Albright, I know she doesn't light up the scores column, but this young lady has just improved.
Yeah.
I mean, you see her confidence building, and she's gotten stronger. Physically, I think she's gotten stronger as the season went on, but now she's got that confidence, has really built her up this season. As Devine looks to inbound. I think I'm going to get a moving screen on the Falcons, I believe. 30, got it.
30. Let's see if he remembers.
So Stanley picked up her first foul.
Stetler goes to Middaugh. Up to Albright. Albright stops in the corner. Gets caught. Tries to thread it down to Stetler. A jump ball is the call. Triton hangs on to it. Stetler's got to be careful because she kind of reached around and kind of bear hugged.
And Middaugh, too, she kind of...
I don't know. Sammy had a good play on the ball. She got there in front of it, got her hand on it. Just 2 players fighting for the basketball. Albright in the corner for 3. Too strong off the mark. Nance boxes out and gets the defensive rebound. Nice job by Nance to box out there. Really move the defender, move Carson out of the way to get it as that shot off the mark for Hesh.
I guess we'll call that a shot.
There's a 3 was blocked.
$30, I think.
Don didn't remember, did he?
It's okay.
It's all right.
So if it is on Stanley, that was her second.
Veers goes back underneath, goes up with it. Bank is closed. Carson trying to fight for the offensive rebounds. Sammy or Nadia gets it. Nadia Stetler gets that one to go. So Triton gets their first field goal out of the starting of the third quarter here. But I see a little spunk here in this second half. Since that about midway through the second quarter, you kind of saw them get their confidence and certainly started to kind of play their brand of basketball.
And that's something you have to do. You can't just play down to the level of the team that you're playing against. Whether it be down to their level or up to their level, you have to play your style of basketball and force them to play.
That's right, Mike. And Weddington works up top. I'll come back to that in a minute. Devine works on the right wing. She'll work up top. Weddington on the left wing. On top to Devine. Good ball move by the Falcons. Really working it around. Good movement. Good off-ball movement. This really impressed me by this Falcons team is their off-ball movement. Nance underneath, gets ahead of steam, goes up, and loses that one as it goes out of bounds. But a big thing for Triton, one thing Kayden will tell you this because he hates me saying it, but you go out and you make a mistake, go try to do 2 things right. You may have made up for your mistake, you do one thing better. No, you don't like when I say things like that at home because I say it a lot.
That's a good way to put it, though.
You correct your mistake and try to go 1 up. But if you can't, you make 2 mistakes. Just try to go back, break even, then try to do one up the next time.
Right.
Just try to improve each time. That's what you want to look to do.
And
even if you did good, go down and try to find a way to improve the next time down.
Right.
Devine straight away for 3. Gets that one to go. Good look for Devine right there, Glenn. Things were kind of rolling just from the start, but they settled right back in. Went one back up and got it set. Now they settle back into that full court press defense.
It's tough for the Trojans to do this press defense.
On the board? Nope, they're getting it. We're reminding him. Middaugh gets it. Just need to be patient. Look and find where we need to go. Here's gets it knocked away from behind from Devine. Hands off to Albright. Goes to Stetler. Stetler leans into that one. Can't get it to go. Carson got a piece of it. Hesh has got it. Triton going to get called for the foul. That one's going to be on Stetler.
And that's Stetler's second. Team's first this half.
Did they forget to?
Yeah.
I was going to say, there's no way they have 5 fouls.
No, they're correcting it right now.
Oh, okay. There we go.
Goes to Divine in the corner. Hey, you know what? When you got to work sometimes, you know, you're used to being the big gym. You got to work back to the other. You know, it's a work in progress. Just be patient.
I wasn't being impatient.
I didn't say you were. I'm telling them, just be patient. Just work yourself into it. It's all right. Everybody tonight on the struggle bus. Kayden's driving. Weddington will try a 2 off and gets that one to go. Good look for Weddington. Step into a nice deep 2-point shot. Carson's going to try to go up in a hurry right there. Nice stop. Go back. Reverse it. There you go. Stetler trying to work against Weddington. I believe Weddington's going to get called for the foul.
How am I driving it?
I
thought you meant like he's driving your van.
He's driving the struggle bus.
Oh.
So who are we going to go on?
40.
40. So Weddington's going to pick up her second.
I was so confused.
I've seen him drive a Polaris Ranger. I ain't letting that kid drive anytime soon.
What's that?
The side-by-side, those four-wheelers with the cab.
It's because I didn't want to kill Jesse's dog.
Let's be careful with that. Weddington gets caught in the corner, rips it away. Good defensive stand by the Falcons. Up to Divine in the corner. And he can't get down to rattle in. I think it was a 3-point attempt. It looked like it was from behind. Stetler trying to fight through. Middaugh gets caught, throws it off of Weddington. Gets it to go. And Stetler's got to keep those elbows down because, like I said, she was kind of ripping through there. I know you're frustrated, but the big thing for Nadia, just settle down. I mean, you can't let the pressure get to you.
I mean, it's Nadia, but it's also all the other girls that just need to settle down and be patient and get the good looks, not the forcing them looks.
You know, like Sammy, doing the right thing. Sammy's such a strong ball handler. She does so many things extremely well. She's really improved this season as it's went on. And from the start of the season, you know, Sammy's a good basketball player. She's just got to try to put it all back together. They're going to call a travel call on Glenn on the far side. But like they're going up the sideline there, Sammy, just kind of find yourself set, kind of throw it up the floor. See it. Don't throw something that's not there. Be smart with the basketball. Go somewhere. Get that easy pass. Work the ball up. You can't get all of it back in one chunk. Just a little bit at a time. Up to Albright. Good pass there from Veers. Albright stops. Finds Middaugh at the free throw line. She'll try a jumper from the free throw line. Draws the foul at Sammy Middaugh. Goes to the line for the N1 opportunity. Like I said right there.
Nice shot of earbuds in.
Hey, just like I said, find your spot on the floor. Move the floor well.
I wasn't looking. Dang it.
I believe it was on Weddington. Her third.
That's who was there.
I could see the 4 on the one hand. So
I thought I saw 2, so I wasn't paying that good of attention.
So Middaugh sets down for her N1 opportunity. Middaugh patient, back iron, a little too strong. Rebound by Weddington. But right there, Triton, you saw them do good things. You saw them find that open person, throw your guy open. Just don't throw it to a spot on the floor. Throw it to your player. And a foul call, I believe, on Veers coming here.
that's who I'm going to go with.
Yeah, it is. I saw it. How many does she have? 2?
Veers has 2.
What's happening?
Oh, they're trying to get him to put a point up there for trying on the board.
Why?
Nance's first because they didn't put Sammy's basket up.
Oh.
Kenny had it right over here. It's like I said, you know, there's a lot going on when you're in an auxiliary gym. It's different than what you're used to over in the main gym. Everything's just different. Wednesday of the week, it's all right. We're good. Up to Veers. Good defense by Weddington. Uses that sideline. Back to Stetler. Stetler drives, pull-up jumper from inside the lane. Can't get that one. Veers is put back. Is too strong off the mark. No good. Stetler goes right back up with it. Can't get the roll. And Glenn comes away with the defensive rebound and trying to fight for a jump ball.
Belongs to the Falcons.
I don't know. A questionable call up underneath.
Glad we're not down there.
You know, and like I said, like I said, they will always have my respect. But like I said, and it's okay sometimes to disagree. But I don't know. Triton's got to be careful with how they're kind of going after those ball like that, because you know that looked like a foul from this vantage point. Devine on the right wing. Good job by Middaugh. Sammy Middaugh with the steal. Middaugh back the other way. Pull up jumper. Can't get that one to go. But right there, good steal to go work yourself back down. Yeah, you may not get the call you wanted, but hey, just control what you can control. Move on to the next play. Up to Veers. Hands off to Albright. Now finds Middaugh. Now to Stetler.
I think Eckes checked in for
Yes, she did.
Stanley.
Nance drops it across. Back the way go the Falcons. See how they adjust here. Weddington on the right wing. Here in the final minute here this third quarter. To Devine. Does such a good job. Deep two on the way. Count it for Devine. Very pretty jump shot for that young lady. You know, when she gets herself set and gets in that rhythm, Devine, a very good guard for this Falcon team. They're trying to go through. Can't get the pass to drop in. Triton knocks away. Be patient. Just hold it.
Nobody can find the basketball.
And Hesh goes back up. Can't get that one to go off the steal. Tipped around and ball's on all over the place. And a travel call is Albright trying to go somewhere, but Glenn very good defensively. Disrupts
their defense is entertaining tonight.
Well, not so much as the pressure, but how they get up there and how they disrupt the dribble.
Yeah.
You know, they really try and pick up their dribble, make them really kind of stutter with their dribbling. That's impressive. Devine on the outside. 42 seconds to go.
Nice
Nice
give
play.
and go.
Good backdoor cut by Weddington. Good feed from Nance. Triton's got to go somewhere. Finds Veers. Back to Carson, and Triton throws it away. Devine directing Weddington. Gets the inbound back to Devine. She'll try a three from the corner. Side iron, no good. Albright gets the rebound. Albright lost her dribble. Tries to throw it up to somebody. Oh. Nance goes up with the left hand. Can't get it to go, and it's a fight for the basketball. The jump ball's the call.
Stays, or it goes back to the Trojans.
So Stanley will check in for Nance. 10.3 to go before the end of the third. Glenn leads by 16 here, but they got out in front early in that first quarter and haven't looked back. They got out there playing well at the lead. Fears gets in the right wing, but couldn't quite corral it. But right there, okay, didn't go the way you want. Go out here, get a good defensive stand with 5.7. Tried to deny a shot or just contest it.
Yep, they're coming up here, just giving a little pressure.
A little pressure. Up to Weddington. A good attempt by the Falcons. Can't get that one to go with Triton right there. Denied him the last second shot. So mistake on the one end. Goes back to someone on the other side. But there's a foul call.
We're going to get.
So he gets the shot. So like I said, okay, Glenn, you didn't get the field goal drop. A chance for a couple free throws to drop here.
Fouls on 20, not a Stetler, I believe.
Quite good. Now right here, if you're Weddington, settle down.
Yeah.
Settle yourself down. Take a breath. Get yourself reset back in and just see that ball to go in the bottom of the net.
It's a little different view. Not used to having.
Right there, good correction there by Weddington. Like I said, she settled down, reset. That was a good job by her. So we'll take a break. Be back for the fourth quarter right after this.
Winning games and championships is fun, but the true purpose of high school sports is for student athletes to grow as people, not just athletes. I'm Paul Knighty, Commissioner of the IHSAA.
And I'm Dr. Katie Jenner, Indiana Secretary of Education. Hoosier teachers and coaches care just as much about how student athletes are performing in the classroom as they do about how they're performing on the playing field.
They understand high school sports are a tool to educate and shape the whole student athlete, helping teens become the best versions of themselves.
Our teachers and coaches don't just teach academic and athletic skills, they also encourage communication and collaboration, instill confidence, promote a strong work ethic, and so much more. To all our Hoosier educators and coaches, we are grateful for everything you do.
Fans, buy a ticket to your high school's athletic events and thank our educators for making education-based athletics possible.
This is gratitude. This is appreciation. This is your IHSAA.
All right, welcome back, everyone. Andy O'Hara alongside me is Anna McIntyre, Kenny Barnhart, and, well, the man standing in the place of the Hall of Famer, and he's got some work to do over there. The protege, the rookie, if you will, is Kaden Hummitch. My son Kaden's up there working for us.
I'm not the rookie this year. It's Kaden.
It's good for him.
Call him good for me.
It's good. It's good to learn to be low man on totem pole, how to work yourself up the totem pole. I'm just saying. So here we go, fourth quarter underway. Glenn leads 26-9. Like I said, this group here has done a good job offensively, but Triton has really kind of started to settle down and play some little bit better defense. Devine up top the key. Albright done a good job defensively, has had some bright moments in this ball game. Glenn, like I said, they've been very impressive from the start of the game. Devine on the outside goes across to Weddington. Hit that free throw at the end of the third quarter. Nice job by her to adjust after the first missed one. Goes to Hesh on the left wing. On top to Weddington. Now to Devine on the right wing. Glenn patient with this Triton zone defense. Not forcing anything. He's taking what this Trojan defense is giving him. Stanley feeds it up top to Hesh. Good ball moving. Devine stops. Triton changing up their defensive look. Hesh right back to Devine.
Foul's going to be on number 12, Macy Carson.
Her second.
And Macy, Carson as a defender, I really like Macy and just her attitude, how she's hungry after the basketball. She had the right idea there. Just
like her there.
One too many swings and knock it away.
She's trying to get her position in there.
She's a tough kid. I like Macy Carson. She's a very good ball. I mean, very good kid, strong, hard worker. That's one thing. This effort, this JV team, even though they're down on the board, they're still fighting hard. They're going to call him moving screen on the Falcons, I believe, on Stanley.
So yeah, Stanley.
That's her third.
The only way I could maybe see where I thought she was kind of in place long enough, but is he arguing that she maybe left the pick too early? I didn't think she left too early.
I don't know. I wasn't paying attention.
Stetler stops. Now goes to Albright in the corner. Goes to Stetler back in the corner. Stetler falls to the floor, and they're going to call a foul call on the Falcons.
That was a little late. Foul's on number 10.
Nance. Her second, team sixth.
Stetler goes back to inbound. A jump ball, and Triton hangs on to it. Triton getting away with a little bit of some happy feet out there.
Mm-hmm.
Goes to mid-off, thought about it. Drives, goes with the runner. A little too strong off the glass. Goes out of bounds. They stay out the Falcons, so it'll stay here at the Triton. But Glenn right here, you haven't got a couple calls. Things haven't quite bounced your way. Just keep your strong defensive effort as Veers' shot off the mark, no good. Stetler's put back is good. And Triton adjusts well off the inbound. Devine crossing it back over on the far side. Goes to Hesh in the corner. Deep two from the corner. Can't get that one. Macy Carson with the rebound. Goes to Stetler. Goes to Carson, down to Veers, but led her too far in front. And the Falcons take back over. Divine Fredna. She had a good beat on Carson, but Carson disrupted the dribble enough. So they're trying to find somewhere to go. Finds Midaw. Her and Hesh get tied up. Travel is the call on the Trojans. Hesh finds Divine in the corner. Nice runner by Divine. Can't get the roll. Beers keeps it alive. Stanley's there to get the loose ball. Finds Nance. Nance knocked away from Sammy Middle into the Falcons sideline.
Excuse me. I was yawning.
Divine now on the outside. Inside 4.5 to go. And 5 seconds is the call. Coach, let her know you're all right. I mean, Falcons going to call a timeout and get things straightened out. And let's have a word from the tournament sponsor.
Score big with the low-rate TCU Visa Platinum credit card. Don't miss out on a good play. Apply online today at tcunet.com/creditcards. See TCU Visa Platinum terms and conditions for complete details.
Well, thank you. Once again, thanks to TCU for sponsoring the tournament as we get ready to get after this timeout here. But, you know, like I said, these two teams, I keep keeping their composure when things have been tough and, you know, not quite getting the calls they want either way. I mean, it's just
not panicking.
Not panicking. Not, you don't see anybody
staying focused.
Staying focused. You know, something. That's the one thing. That's one thing for a high school kid to learn. You know, and it's tough. I mean, you don't get a call. I mean,
Yep.
Speaking from experience, I was that guy that got fired up and mad on the floor, and I may or may not have said some words sometimes. However, you just got to keep your composure and just kind of just do the right thing. Just settle yourself down. Control you can control. You know, you don't get the whistle. Move on the next play.
Yep. You just got to go on.
And that's what Glenn's done here. Yes, they haven't gotten many calls really go their way here in the second half, but yet these girls here holding their composure and still out there competing and having a good attitude about it. But Triton right now trying to find some traction here on offense. This goes to Stetler. Now to Albright. Goes to Midaw. Midaw trying to feed it on to Carson. Good in inside out, but the three-pointer blocked by Whittington from Albright. And Glenn gets a loose ball, so the Falcons on the attack here. Divine stops. Divine working against Carson. She'll drive. Keeps her footing. Good balance by Divine, and she gets the runner to go. That was a good drive by her. She kind of lost her footing there just a little bit, regained her balance. Right. That was a nice job by her to adjust on the fly. Works the screen to the right. Now to Albright. Albright's going to drive, stops. Nance did the nice defensive stop. Forces the jump ball call, and the Falcons take back over. Nance has done such a good job for the Falcons. She kind of gets in there, sees that inlet pass coming into the paint, gets a hand up and knocks it away.
Yeah.
Really impressed with her game here tonight. Been very good in the low block. Stanley looks to check in next to that ball for Glenn. Hickes with a nice screen, releases off well. Couldn't quite corral it though, but she'll step out of bounds. Had a good, and that's what Coach Reese is telling her. Said, hey, just get it, focus on your dribble, then go where you're going.
Yeah, you got to catch it before you can take off with it.
Mm-hmm.
But that was a good pick and release by her. That was really good by the Falcons there as Albright comes off the floor. Kennedy Howard back in the game. Goes to Carson. Back the other way we go. 3 minutes to go in the ball game. Falcons out in front. Stetler dribbling. Midoff sets the screen. Now gets tied up. Good defense by Nance to try to tie her up. Stetler with the runner on the baseline off the mark. No good. Rebound goes to Stanley. Nance, good feed down to Ickes. Knocked away from Veers, and Howard's there to get the loose ball. Nice job by Avery Veers to get a hand up. Goes to Stetler. Now to Howard. Back to Stetler. She'll drive, trying to split the defenders. Loses the ball on the way through.
Tipped away out of her reach.
So Glenn must have tipped it on the way through, as they'll say it belongs to Triton. Howard in the corner. Goes to Stetler. Jumper from the baseline. Can't get it to go off the side iron. Rebound to Stanley. She rips it away. Goes to Stanley. Howard closes out the shooter. Carson, tight defense on Weddington. Works away from the screen. She goes up strong on the right, left side. Can't get it to go. Sammy Midoff gets the rebound. Midoff trying to lead it up.
A little bit of a ping pong there.
The Falcons with some good defense to Stetler. Stetler's jumper from the side of the lane, up no good. Rebound goes to Ickes. Weddington now with it. Up top, leaves it for Hesh. On top to Stanley. Weddington shot off the mark. Rebound. Good offensive rebound by Stanley. She fights for it, and a foul call on Stetler coming here.
How many is that, Kenny?
Make sure. I'm sure it's Stetler, but I always want to double. Yep. And that's her fourth. Triton's team's fifth.
And Gwen Neff will now check in. Number 24 for Triton, as Stetler will come off the floor. Goes to Stanley. Stanley's going to drive. Good feed down in to Ickes. Kicks out to Hesh, on top to Weddington. Weddington crossing it over, working against Carson. Carson got a piece of it, trying to hang with it. Nice job in the concentration by Headington to work. Goes to Hesh, but she'll take off for putting it on the floor, and a travel call on the Falcons inside a minute to go. So winner of this game will play in the championship game on Saturday morning, I believe. Is that what the JV's game is?
Yep,
Saturday
JV
morning?
girl. Yep, they'll be at noon.
Noon on Saturday.
Do boys play first?
No, boys will
play
play
second.
at 2:30.
Play at 2:30.
Oh, boys always play second.
Fears for three. High arcing shot. Too strong off the mark. No good. Stanley gets the rebound. Or excuse me, Nance gets the rebound. Weddington goes back the other way. 34 seconds as the Falcons look to hold. Coach Reese calling for him to spread it out. Now Stanley on the near side corner. Goes to Weddington. Corrals the hot pass there. Goes to Nance. Lost the way through. Carson got a piece of that one. Weddington's got it. Weddington goes again. Kick out to Ickes. 5 seconds, and that's just going to about do it. The Falcons are going to win here, 28-11. They'll advance to the championship round on Saturday morning. Congrats to the Falcons, as Triton's going to fall here. As Kenny's going to push our stats over real quick. The final is 28-11.
We're just going to do this for right now. So for Glenn, Devine with 11, Hesh with 5, Weddington with 5, Nance with 4, and Stanley with 3. For the Trojans, Stetler 6, Veers with 3, and Midoff with 2. So we will be ending this stream here, and then we'll get started back up on the boys JV stream here. I'll give it about probably 5 minutes. We'll try to have the other stream switched, and we'll be ready for the Triton JV boys versus New Prairie.
All right, we'll be back on. See us on that other stream.